Now to Kissimmee, where the mayor does an about-face over her possible impeachment and ethics complaints against her. I'm Jesse Pagan.
And I'm Lindsay Sablon. Just 2 weeks ago, commissioners voted to have a judge select a special prosecutor to look into complaints about the mayor and another commissioner.
West 2's Gail Pascal Brown live outside City Hall. And Gail, the mayor's attorney has taken steps to make sure that does not happen.
That's right. The mayor's attorney says you just can't have two investigations running at the same time. There is already a state ethics investigation involving the mayor. A second one, experts say, would create unfair legal conflicts. The mayor's attorney says it's just improper. Kissimmee Mayor Jackie Espinosa is trying to stop the impeachment investigation against her. She faces allegations which include that her family's business benefited from Boost 2.0, a multi-million-dollar COVID-19 relief grant program she helped establish. Just 2 weeks ago, commissioners voted to send the complaints to a circuit judge to appoint a special prosecutor to determine if there is probable cause. After the meeting, the mayor told West 2 News she was all for it.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity to clear up all the misnomers and all the false allegations that have been stated by several people that have absolute political gain.
But now this legal petition was submitted to a Florida appeals court on behalf of Mayor Espinosa, asking the court to block a lower court from allowing an investigation into her. In fact, there are two similar ethnic complaints filed against the mayor with two different paths. One to the Florida Commission on Ethics, what experts call the normal route. The other sent to the city commissioners who voted to launch an outside investigation. On April 27th, a judge approved appointing a special prosecutor to investigate the mayor. What Espinosa's lawyers are arguing is that the court overstepped its authority.
We have two now parallel investigations, and that's improper. The Florida has set the Commission on Ethics to deal with ethic complaints within a local community. The state of Florida handles that. We don't handle that with the circuit court.
What happens next, considering that the special prosecutor has already been appointed?
Well, I have filed a writ to remove the prosecutor.
And this is like double jeopardy. It's doing it twice.
Correct.
It's like, and $475 an hour to do this to the taxpayers. Is that fair to the taxpayers?
If the mayor is successful procedurally, it will also benefit Commissioner Janet Martinez, whose ethnic complaint was also sent to the special prosecutor.
Well, actually, if her complaint fails, then mine would too, because they're disputing the whole way the charter works.
The mayor's attorney tells me she has filed an expedited ruling on this, which means it could take a week or a month before we know what happens. Covering Osceola County, live in Kissimmee, I'm Gail Pascal Brown, West 2 News.